Hello and welcome to Heartfelt Perspectives with Lakisha Boyd. Today I am going to speak on disappointment. Disappointment is feelings of displeasure, not being satisfied with results that you were expecting, feelings of sadness, whatever has caused feeling of disappointment. It's real. It's something that I know all too well. It's something that a lot of people go through, and I feel like this could be a blessing, just to really talk about disappointment and really give some things that you can do to help be more optimistic. How you can refocus. It's really a state of mind. It's really a feeling based on the reality of the outcome of the situation and according to your expectation of what you want it to happen. So disappointment can be a downer, definitely. It's something that we as individuals have to pick ourselves up, get recharged, get refocused, plan again, plan ahead. There's a lot of ways to overcome disappointment, but it's important not to allow disappointment to turn into depression. That's when it gets dangerous. It really can affect your future, your destiny. It can play a role into a lot of different areas if you really just don't deal with it and hone it and really take charge of that feeling so that it doesn't lead to depression or different things you may deal with mentally, or different other type of feelings, taking it out on other people or lashing out. Disappointment needs to be released. It's something that you have to accept and release. If you don't release it in whichever way that you release your feelings, it can become a dangerous situation. So you want to be able to release it. Know that disappointment is to strengthen our faith, or is to pull something that needs to be pulled out of us, maybe a skill, or putting you in the right place at the right time. It's something that helps strengthen us in the midst of feelings of displeasure or sadness. So you really have to take that experience. You have to refocus, reapply yourself, and really hone that feeling and turn it into a triumph. Turn it into your victory. Many times I have been disappointed in life because I'm a go-setter, I'm a go-getter. And a lot of times when we're that super focused in our life, sometimes adversity comes in, and adversity and rejection and feelings of not being accepted, and peer influences, whatever type of disappointment, or maybe it's a job, or maybe it's our kids are acting crazy, or maybe it's your friends are acting crazy or different, or whatever the disappointment, or relationships. That's a whole nother ball game. But whatever that feeling of disappointment comes from, you have to turn it into a triumph. You have to declare the victory in Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans that I have for you. And God knows the plans that He has for your life. And we have to turn those feelings and that sadness and that displeasure and into a triumph, into a victory. And it's really about how you respond to it. I think that's the main goal, and the main part about being tested with disappointment or having a disappointing experience. It's really about how you come back, how you bounce back, how you respond to it. Not let it define you, but you really declare the victory and stand on the victory in that situation, in that particular challenge in your life. So disappointment is something that you can overcome based upon how you respond, and just really apply optimism, really keep the hope and keep the faith, and let it be a strengthener to your faith. Sometimes it really challenges to grow spiritually. We can have sadness or a tragedy or a disappointing experience, and it's meant to really help strengthen our faith. I really do think you should, whatever that disappointing experience or disappointing situation or that disappointing relationship or whatever the circumstance is, allow it to strengthen you. Respond by refocusing, go to plan B, and really releasing that feeling, releasing that disappointing feeling, and don't allow it to turn into depression, because that's when it gets tough. When it gets into depression, it's allowed. Depression causes the soul to be distressed, the spirit to be distressed, the mind to be distressed, and we got disappointment on top of stress, on top of depression. Now we've added to the problem. We've added to a lot of the problem. So you really got to respond to disappointment. You got to refocus. Get a new game plan. Go to plan B. Don't allow it to turn into depression. That's when it gets dangerous. So being very prayerful is also a way to really turn that around. Let it be a victory in your life. Turn it into a triumph. Turn it into a victory by staying prayerful and really releasing it and letting go of the disappointing situations in your life, experiences past, family, children, deaths, whatever the disappointment is. It's just a difference in your expectation and the reality of what the situation actually turned out to be. So accept it, move forward. That's the most important thing you can do, is move forward in disappointment, and don't allow it to consume you. You can't let it consume you. Don't let it change your hope, your faith in what you believe in. Believe in yourself. Believe in your ability to change it. Do what you need to do to change it. But it's really about how you respond. Keeping a positive, optimistic mindset, and really releasing that feeling and knowing that you deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve good things. God promises in His Word good things to our lives. If you're a believer and you believe it, you got to stand on it and let it strengthen your faith. So that's my word on disappointment. I hope it has been a blessing to someone that needed it, that may have been going through a disappointment. I have many in my life, but I did not allow them to consume me. It's really about how you respond. So be blessed. Thank you for listening. Share the video, and I hope that helped you in some way. Have a blessed day.